The refocus on performance tasks is really a positive for instruction. The insight from the tasks will have great value to the classroom. You can see student thinking and creating responses in performance tasks. This value can go away quickly if you're not careful. Performance task data can be undermined in really simple ways, things that are common in the classroom. The following are 10 ways you can undermine a task and create useless data. Start with the first thing, which is practicing or rehearsing the task in preparation. This happens a lot. We want students to do well. But when you practice or rehearse in preparation for a task, you're involving student recall of information, not complex thinking. Another way you can undermine your task is to provide too much information while the students are taking it, prompting their responses. When you prompt responses and you don't balance your scaffolding, you're hindering students thinking for themselves. Talking about higher order thinking, we're talking about complex problem solving, which sometimes you have to approach it in different ways, and the answer is justified. There may be more than one correct answer. One way to undermine a task or to create some useless data is to accept only one way to answer or respond to a task. This limits student thinking. Tasks that contain drilled responses or item types, really short answer, not higher order thinking items, don't provide the value of information from student thinking that would be where the student has to have a longer, more thought out process and answer. Watch your short answer items that are part of your task and make sure that they're providing to a bigger picture and not just an isolated information. This next point is an administrative issue, and it's about the instructions that go along with the task. If students don't know or understand what's expected of them, if the task lacks clear guidelines, they'll never know what really they're expected to do in creating their responses. Now, this next part, we just want to make sure that every item, every question within the task focuses on the right skills and content. I've seen a lot of assessments where the wrong skills, the wrong content area are focused on, and the students really don't get an opportunity to apply the knowledge and skills in the right context. This next point I've seen a lot in the area of science, and that's where hands-on tasks are so structured that students end up demonstrating their ability to follow directions, not any high-order thinking. We're going to end the ways to create useless performance data by focusing on the twos. And the first two is don't make it too easy. If you're assessing the easiest aspects of a student performance, instead of making students think through their responses, you'll get high scores, but your data won't be as useful to you. The next two is being too specific, and that talks about the structure of the directions and the steps to create an intended response. If you end up creating a response that shows your thinking and not the student's thinking, then you are probably too specific in your directions and your expectations. Last thing is too much structure. The task, the environment, everything needs to have guidelines, but not so structured that the students can't show their thinking. The value of performance data from a performance task is that students are showing their thinking and you're getting insight into that. If you're too structured, it's too specific, and the task is too easy, you're not getting that valuable information.